The great general elections in Malaysia are commencing once more, and the three notorious election parties, the Indian Party, the Malay Party, and the Chinese Party, are again dipping their foot into the election pool. Wielding black propaganda as their sword and their loyal supporters as their shield, they enter this year's battlefield with the seats in the parliament in mind. However, unbeknownst to them, there may just be a new challenger at hand.
A few moments later.
அனைவருக்கும் இனிய காலை வணக்கம். என்னை தெரியாதவர்களுக்கு என் பெயர் ரிஷா மற்றும் நம் நாட்டில் அடுத்த பிரதமராக வர விரும்புகிறேன். என் கட்சி தமது இந்திய சமுதாயம் மேலுங்க நாற்கவும் உரிய சலுகை காக்கல் கிடைக்குமாறு செய்வேன். நம் நாட்டை நல்ல வழியில் வழிநாட்டு செய்வேன் என உறுதியாகவும். மீண்டும் என் பெயர் ரிஷா மற்றும் உங்கள் வாக்களிப்பு எனக்கு தேவை. நன்றி.
大家早上好，我是下一任首相的候选人之一，我的名字叫张美芬。今天我很庆幸我能站在这里为我们华人团体而战，我将带领马来西亚在未来领域更上一层，所以我需要你们的支持。我有信心我能胜任这个职位，并答应为我们华人争取到我们该有的福利以及公平。为了保证更好的未来，我希望你们可以把手中珍贵的一票投给我。谢谢。
Selamat sejahtera tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Pertama, saya berasa bangga kerana dapat menjadi calon dalam masyarakat Melayu. Nama saya Syazana. Saya sedang bertanding untuk jawatan Perdana Menteri dan memerlukan sokongan daripada anda. Saya akan terus meluangkan masa saya demi untuk kepentingan kaum kita. Saya akan mengotakkan janji saya. Saya akan berusaha sedaya upaya demi bangsa kita. Saya akan mengatasi kesulitan untuk mencapai tujuan. Akhir sekali, saya memerlukan sokongan dan undian anda. Sekian, terima kasih.
That shouldn't be the case. Indian, Chinese, and Malay cultures are all essential and significant. If the three main political parties can consistently work together through difficult times, the nation can be prosperous and powerful. The formation of groups based on race is prohibited if this approach is followed. Since we are Malaysians, we should uphold the paradigm of positive inter-ethnic relations in order to make our nation better. To accomplish more, Malaysia's different races must engage collectively.
Yes, I agree with that. Although I'm Chinese, I think racial discrimination should be prohibited. We should also listen to the sound from different races.
I'm Indian. My neighbor is Chinese and Malay. We will help and share the opinions among each other if there's any problem. I disagree with the speech that was given by the candidates. All of the races should be united.
You took the word right out of my mouth. We should form a new party no matter which race it is. We have to promote the social stability and racial harmony.
My name is Nisha, and anyone who agrees with my viewpoint is welcome to join my party, as I asked to be one of the candidates. We will form the People's Party.
With Misha's tweet gaining traction and many people showing their support to the movement, Misha and three optimistic individuals gang together to devise a plan of the next steps that they should take.
Hello to everyone, I'm Misha, and welcome to the People's Party. Before we begin, I would really like to clarify that I think everyone here opposes institutional racism. Diverse ethnic groups should indeed strive together and advance equality if they desire to build an entirely new, prosperous country. And so, are there any recommendations or views that would demonstrate to the citizenry our non-discrimination philosophy?
Right. Hi all. My name is Aiden Ling, currently sitting in the parliament. First of all, for us to make this work, we need to start by making our candidates to be part of the election candidates. As well as I know how this works, we need to prepare necessary documents and submit them to the election committees.
Hello guys. I think I can provide some help on the format of the document. My firm has handled some similar events and I believe I can do it. Give me a few days to complete the documents and discuss them with our president, Misha. After I complete the requirements for the documents, I'll send them to the group. Lastly, can Aiden submit the document to the election commissioners?
Yeah, sure. If you need any help, feel free to ask.
Thank you for being such a competent team. How can we persuade the public of our beliefs is the next step?
I think we can prepare some posters and disseminate our political ideas through social media. We can share our ideology and invite different ethnic groups to join our party at the same time. We will be focusing on creating harmony among Malaysians.
I'll continue to speak in several states to get their support. Our aim is to build a strong and peaceful nation without any type of prejudice.
Much later.
After successfully gathering the support of the public, the People's Party are now a little more certain that they may just have a chance at this. With their newfound confidence, the four amateurs went on to sign up for the election. Now it's all up to the election commissioners to decide whether or not the People's Party are qualified to compete in the elections.
Okay, so now, what do we think about this new party?
Quite frankly, I don't think we should allow them to compete. The candidate, the Malaysian People's Party, hasn't even had any experience in the world of politics or any of that sort. It seems as though they are in this simply to make a fool of themselves. I'd say no.
I've been observing this so-called amateur bunch, and they truly have made quite a name for themselves these past few days. This is going to sound ludicrous, but I believe they may stand a chance at winning. I say yes.
Well, Charlene, it looks like you will have to make the final decision.
They may be inexperienced, but their hearts are in the right place. Someone with courage and is filled with hope that this country is still liable for a change is who we need as a leader. So, my decision is yes.
Eventually.
This is it, the moment we've all been waiting for. It is the morning of the general election and the tension in the nation is at an all-time high. All the parties gather at the election hall to give themselves one last chance to prove to Malaysia why they should be the ones running the country.
Many months later.
Good morning and salam sejahtera. Welcome to the general election of 2022. I am your host today, Yi Xuan. Today is the final day of voting and the party with the most vote will be the new Minister of Parliament. Before that, each candidate will have a chance to make their final speech to the whole of Malaysia. Without further ado, let's welcome our first candidate, Shazana from the Malays Party.
Selamat pagi tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Nama saya Shazana dan saya mewakili Parti Melayu. Saya berjanji, jika saya dilantik sebagai Perdana Menteri, saya akan cuba sedaya upaya untuk memartapkan bangsa Melayu agar dipandang tinggi daripada bangsa-bangsa yang lain. Pertama, di bidang pendidikan. Bermula dari generasi muda, saya akan memberi bantuan bagi pelajar-pelajar kurang berkemampuan, suku-suku asli yang terbelakang dan yang tinggal terpencil. Kedua, saya akan menaikkan taraf kehidupan bagi suku-suku kaum yang tinggal di luar bandar, khususnya dengan membuat jalan raya dan jambatan-jambatan bagi kemudahan penduduk. Dan ketiga, saya akan memberi bantuan dari segi kewangan bagi peniaga-peniaga kecil dan sederhana, khususnya bangsa Melayu, agar tidak dipandang rendah oleh bangsa lain. Sekian, terima kasih.
That is all from the Malays Party. Thank you for your speech. Next up, we have Mei Fan from the Chinese Party.
大家好，我是华人团体的代表张美芬。对于马来西亚的华人，我有个问题想问你们：难道你们不厌倦不断的被贬低和看不起吗？我们华人自19世纪以来就一直生活在这里，为这个社会做出贡献，并努力提升马来西亚的经济。但我们仍然面临偏见的问题。一旦我成为首相，我将确保我们华人不会再被欺负。我们将为所有华人企业提供经济援助，并为身为华人的大学生提供免费的奖励金，并强制每个人学习华语。仅此，谢谢。
Thank you, and that was Mei-Fan from the Chinese party. Now we will have Risha of the Indian party.
வணக்கம், நான் இந்திய கட்சியை பிரதிக்கிறேன். நாம் பிரிட்டிஷ் காலத்தில் இங்கே வேலைக்கு வருவிக்கப்படார், ஆனால் பிறகு கைவிடப்படார். இதனால் நாமை தக்கேற்றுக் கொள்ள வேண்டிய கட்டாயம் ஏற்படுகின்றது. இதனால் நமது மக்கள் குறைந்த ஊதியம் பெறும் வேலையை செய்ய வேண்டியிருக்கிறது. கல்வியை கைவிட்டு குற்ற செயல் ஈடுபடும் நிலைக்கு தள்ளப்பட்டனர். ஆனதே தியாகங்கள் மற்றும் துன்பங்கள் இருந்த பதிலும் எங்களுக்கு அந்த ஆதரவும் அல்லது நன்றியும் கூட கொடுக்கவில்லை. நீங்கள் என்னை பிரதமராக வாக்களிக்கப்பட்டால் எல்லாம் மாறும். தொலைதூர பகுதி உள்ள இந்திய காலங்கள் அதிக கல்வி நிர்வாகங்களை உருவாக்கும் அனைத்து இந்திய குடிமக்களும் கொடுத்தால் சொல்லுவாங்கள். இறுதியாக இந்திய ஊழியர்களுக்கு ஊதியம் விடுமுறை நாட்கள் வழங்கும்படி செய்வேன். நன்றி.
Thank you, Risha. Last but not least, Misha from the People's Party.
Good morning to Malaysians and my fellow competitors. I'm Misha and I'm here to speak for the People's Party. We are Malaysians and Malaysia is our home, regardless of whether we are Malay, Chinese, Indian, or any other race. I'm standing here to sincerely state that I want change just as much as the next individual. But I've seen firsthand how we've divided ourselves rather than working to forge a united country. If we carry on in this manner, we will only be marching backwards rather than forwards. Despite the fact that I lack the resources to arrange sponsorships and little political expertise, I can tell you that I will do whatever it takes to bring Malaysia back together. Instead, we will establish a foundation that offers assistance to anyone in need regardless of gender, age, race, or religion. My goal is to abolish any kind of incentives that exclusively aim to support a particular race or religion. Make education a top priority and guarantee that everyone has an equal chance of living a successful life. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Misha, and to all the other candidates. Now the voting ballots are still open until this afternoon, so please do continue to vote for a better future. This event will continue shortly to announce Malaysia's new Prime Minister and Parliamentary Party. Stay tuned and thank you.
6.5 hours later.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to inform you that the voting ballots are officially closed and the final results are in. In accordance to the law, the one with the most number of votes will be Malaysia's new Prime Minister. So, join me in a warm applause to welcome our next Prime Minister, Misha from the People's Party.